Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Tofu Ace. And there I am. There's that pretty boy. See? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's right. That's the bird that does not like me. How's everybody doing today? Fine day for some Inquisitions. Oh, hello. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Of course, I'm going to ignore them all and start rummaging through everybody's rooms to see what I can find. Apparently a whole lot of nothing. Alright then. What are all you doing?
That's him.
That is me.
That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb him.
Yeah. Besides, my name's not Harold.
That's him.
Well, this place is
He stopped the
new.
breach from getting any bigger.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely. Still, it's more than anyone else has done. Demons.
Oh, it's still
would tell us
there.
otherwise.
Let's see behind that big old mountain, because I saw a little flash of green. Oh, there's another flash of green. Find Cassandra.
Says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
In the Chantry. This looks like a Chantry to me. And a fire hazard with all these candles. Guys, what are you doing with all these candles? And then you have grain off to the side. Come on now. The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. Humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart. Always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our own world. Oh boy, the Treventer Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor, although portions of it belong to powerful spirits. All the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through its use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and, as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through the sleeping visitors, building and elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals, and build the realms with no other ambition than to taste life. That's an interesting take. From Tranquility and the Role of the Fade in Human Culture by First Enchanter, Josephus. Well, probably going to visit there eventually. Knowing video games. The Vidya games. But not before I loot everything in the Chantry. Double bearded axe? Huh.
Have you become completely mad? He should be taken to Valroyo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes involved.
Tried. Oh, she's defending me, Cassandra. See, she ain't so bad. She ain't so bad. Just misunderstood. Cordelius Dracon, king of the city-state of Aurelius, unlocked codex found in the Chantry. Was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year of negative 15 ancient, the young king began construction of the great temple dedicated to the Maker, and declaration that by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian belief to the world. This is just the backstory. Okay. Backstory in RPG. He wants to read that. Ooh, an adventurer hat. I'd love an adventurer's hat.
My view is that the principle upon which the country was founded,
more fake religious stuff. Great. It's always in our codex if we need some more info. I do not have keys or pick lock skills, so I assume I cannot do that. Anything in here? Ah. Army Dirk. Well, what? I can light a torch? I've always wanted to light a torch. Ah. Well, that's one item off the bucket list. Alright, let's get out of here. Apparently there's nothing else down here. I really hope I'm not catching a cold and it's just allergies affecting me today, because, ugh, I'm a little phlegmy. I've been sick so many times, like, every month I've been sick at least twice with something this year. Alright. And, oh look, 2 more doors. Of course we're gonna open them. They're giving you lots of backstory on the fake religion in the game. The game religions. You know, it's funny how, you know, the crazy people in real life always complain about, you know, Harry Potter's gonna bring people to the devil and, you know, things like that. But then, violent video games like Call of Duty and stuff like that, it's like, oh, it's ruining the children. Nobody ever talks about RPGs. I guess because they had to actually read something first.
Seeker Pendergast was looking for you.
Oh, well, you're just full of information, aren't you?
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
Yeah, listen to the lady. She knows what's up.
Walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Yeah, what she said.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Uh-oh.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Though all before me is shadow, it shall the Maker be my guide.
We lost everything then. Out of nowhere, you came.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
But she has a
You
book.
know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn.
What
We
a show.
will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
You didn't expect that, did ya? No one expects the Inquisition.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Let's investigate this.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, They laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
See, I didn't read all those background books and background stories. I had two ladies tell me everything. Making sure the world's still ruled by men, ha!
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
There we go. It looks like it's the start of our story. Wait, who's the woman sitting down? Why does she look so fancy? He still can't afford a shirt that fits him. Grew up so poor. Poor guy. He's still dashing. Dragon Age Inquisition. Some other words I can't pronounce. Okay, well then. I was unexpecting that Inquisition, that's for sure.
How do you think they'll close that huge hole in the sky?
Ally with the Templars, I'd imagine? I've seen them weaken magic.
What about the rebel mages?
Rebel mages probably made that damn breach.
People still distrust mages.
So we're heretics just like that. Should we surrender or...
Don't be foolish. We are the Chantry, as much as any Grand Cleric. That prattle from Valroyo isn't the word of the Maker. Politics.
Politics indeed. Doesn't mean I can't loot everything in sight. Dragonstone. Crafting material, looks like. And... Shocking Staff. That looks like a lot of DPS. Do I have upgrades? It looks like it. No, I need to go back into like weapons or something, right? Yeah, there we go. Shocking Staff. Looks a little different. And clothes. Okay, here we go. Gotta get that elf fruit. Report to Haven's Chantry.
What did all
Is this Haven's Chantry? No. Apparently, that's the war room. Quartermaster, Haven's best and brightest. Oh, so this is Haven. Yeah, duh, Haven up in the upper left corner telling me. So it looks like some other side quests down there, but I had to go in here first. So back we go for another cutscene. Oh, modern gaming.
Does it trouble you?
Gonna go
I just
for more
wish I knew
information.
what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Yeah, no kidding, that was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a mage, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing.
Right.
They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you.
Oh, the Teletubby, right.
They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
So wait, Andraste is a Teletubby?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat?
They do know it's a threat, they just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Okay then, we know what to do. Oh, operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Aurelius and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Okay then. So, Inquisition perks was down here. I have
My
0.
scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
Explosion. What? Oh, special training from those who have joined the Inquisition's cause. So once I have more people recruited, this is an interesting addition. Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Scout the Hinterlands, available cost 1. I assume they mean power? Yeah, power cost. Mother Giselle was last seen in the Hinterlands outside Redcliffe. A vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the Hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. Restore order to the area. Apparently we can only use secrets. What's the other two? Connections and forces, right, okay. If Giselle dies, any hope of the Chantry support dies with her. So, can we do that? I guess we can. That must be her. Right then, she did well. Scout the Hinterlands, scouting report. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders by any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave any refugees until we've ensured their safety. Makes sense? That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Collin asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. New area unlocked. And it has a purple raven, indigo raven seal. I will accept your reports. Should we go there now? There were some other quest locations outside of here, wasn't there? Not now. I want to pick up those quests first, I think. Remember we looked on the map before we came into the Chantry? You now have access to missions. Mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time required when undertaken by the associated advisor, right? They're more efficient, depending on the advisor who completes them. Okay, cool. Oh, there's different... What? I don't have any power or perks right now, so I can't really... Up until now, Inquisition forces have had the benefit of Chantry's deep coffers. Now the Inquisition is forced to seek out its own resources. Sources of revenue, I can't even read today. If it's going to grow further. Trade in and out of Haven is limited at this point, but there are various opportunities to earn coin, provided the Inquisition will be willing to focus its efforts in the matter. It would be a simple matter to collect secrets and sell them with nothing traceable back to the Inquisition. If I were to send Liliana... Josephine, trading in favors with merchants and the nobility is her specialty. And it'll take less time. Looks like she's the most efficient for that. A great deal if we are careful. Cullen, we have soldiers, let them protect the caravans and do other honest work for coin. See, the other ones seem like there's some kind of implied risk. Nothing traceable back to the Inquisition. It could heal us a great deal if we're careful. Hold on, before we decide on that, what other things? See, there are some others available. Deepest sympathies in the death of Divine Justina, the 5th. They'll hold a vigil in high ever in remembrance of Justina. I can't attend, but I could write to him. Honor guard to high ever, attaché, diplomatic attaché. So that's going to be... I can only send 3 at one right now, so let's see the other ones. A nobleman's concerns. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Few patrols, but I would prefer they help the refugees, not the Lord. We could take advantage of his raving. Apparently, they don't like him too much. What does Liliana say? Spies can harass the refugees into moving elsewhere to win Lord Kildarin's... What? Okay, this is a lot to take in at the very beginning of the... let's deal with this first. I believe I'm going to send her in.
Let us begin.
Right, okay, so she's gonna do her thing. This one's gonna be quick. Should we send an honor guard or right? I think it'd be better to right.
To work?
Your Inquisition says it's an order against chaos, reason of darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and to drive the heretics from my land. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Gasp! Filthy savages, tearing out our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Probably better for them not to stay in his lands to begin with, even though it might seem like we're helping them. We're kind of helping the refugees too to move elsewhere. Maybe they don't know how freaking crazy he is. So let's send our spies to... I don't like how she's going to harass them, but I trust her.
Let's see what we have.
That's all we can do for now, I do believe. Okay. I doubt I could do anything over here. I mean, I don't have any... Oh yeah, it's not even opened. Are we done with this now? Okay. Whoa, a lot of codexes. I was reading Cullen at the same time as trying to say codex. Oh, World Traveler. When not in a dungeon, you can use... There's more codex. Lots of stuff going on right now. What the heck, game? When not in the dungeon, you can use the quest map to travel. Okay, so it's like fast travel. Right. Well, that was a bit. Why don't I take a break here, and we'll continue on with some actual questing and actual playing of the game. Laters.